Have you ever found yourself lost in a sea of clutter in your own tiny apartment or home? You're not alone. Space, or rather the lack of it, can indeed be a daunting challenge. When the walls of your living quarters seem to be closing in on you, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. And when every nook and cranny is brimming with stuff, it can seem like an impossible task to find a place for everything. This predicament is all too common in today's world, where urban dwellings are shrinking, yet our possessions continue to multiply. We all face the unexpected difficulties of organizing small spaces. The number one challenge, not knowing where to start. It's like standing at the foot of a mountain, looking up at the peak, and wondering how in the world you're going to make it to the top. The sheer volume of items to sort, categorize, and find a home for can leave even the most organized individual feeling a tad bit disoriented. Then there's the stress of living in a cluttered space. Clutter can feel like a constant reminder of tasks left undone, a nagging voice in the back of your mind that won't let you relax. It's an invisible weight that can drain your energy and dampen your spirits. But the greatest challenge, perhaps, is the emotional attachment we have to our possessions. Letting go isn't always easy. We hold on to things for a myriad of reasons. Sentimental value, the belief that we might need it someday, or simply because we're used to having it around. This emotional tug-of-war can make the process of decluttering and organizing a small space even more difficult. But here's the good news. There's a solution, a way to navigate the tumultuous seas of clutter and come out victorious. A strategy that not only helps in organizing your space, but also gives you a fresh perspective on what truly matters. But there is a solution, and it's called minimalism. Minimalism is more than just a design aesthetic. It's a way of life that can solve your small space woes. Let's take a moment to understand what minimalism truly is. At its core, minimalism is the art of letting go. It's about eliminating the unnecessary, keeping only what is essential, and finding beauty and serenity in simplicity. It's not about owning less for the sake of owning less, but rather about giving more value to what we do own and need. So why does minimalism work so well with small spaces? Well, small spaces can easily become overwhelmed with clutter, making them feel even smaller. The minimalist approach, however, prioritizes quality over quantity. It encourages us to carefully consider each item we bring into our space, asking ourselves if it serves a purpose or brings us joy. Imagine walking into your home and seeing a clean, open space, free from unnecessary items. Imagine having a place for everything and everything in its place. Sounds right, doesn't it? That's the magic of minimalism. The benefits of minimalism aren't just aesthetic. A clutter-free environment is known to reduce stress and increase focus. When you're not surrounded by excess, your mind has more room to breathe, to think, to create. Now I know what you might be thinking, but I love my stuff. I can't possibly get rid of it all. And that's okay. Remember, minimalism isn't about deprivation. It's about intention. It's not about living with the bare minimum, but about making room for what truly matters. So how does one start embracing minimalism? Begin by taking a good look at your belongings. Do they serve a purpose? Do they bring you joy? If not, it might be time to let them go. Gradually, you'll find that you have more space, more peace, and more freedom. So how do you implement minimalism in a small space? Let's dive into it. Transforming a cluttered small space into a minimalist haven requires a methodical approach. It's like painting a picture. You don't just splash paint on a canvas and hope for a masterpiece. Instead, you sketch, you plan, you apply layer by layer. So let's dive into the process, shall we? Imagine a studio apartment, teeming with possessions, each item fighting for space and attention. It's overwhelming, isn't it? This is our canvas. Our first task is decluttering. We need to sift through the chaos and identify what's genuinely important. It's not about throwing everything away. It's about keeping what truly matters and contributes to our life. It's a mindful process, and it starts with one item at a time. Once we've decluttered, we're left with the essentials. Now, it's time to choose our furniture. In a minimalist space, Each piece of furniture needs to earn its place. It's not just about aesthetics, it's about functionality. A bed that doubles as a storage unit, a table that can be a desk during the day, and a dining table at night. A bookshelf that also serves as a room divider. Every piece should serve multiple purposes, maximizing utility while minimizing footprint. Now, with our functional furniture in place, we look at storage solutions. In a small space, storage is like a secret weapon. It's about utilizing every nook and cranny, every inch of vertical space. Think under bed storage bins, over-the-door hooks, wall-mounted shelves. These solutions not only provide a home for our essentials, but also keep our space clutter-free and visually appealing. But what about maintenance? A minimalist space is not a one-time achievement. It's a lifestyle. It demands discipline and consistency. It's about returning items to their designated places after use, regularly reassessing our possessions, and resisting the urge to accumulate unnecessary items. It's a journey, not a destination. And what's the result of this journey? Picture our studio apartment now. It's no longer a chaotic mess, but a serene sanctuary where every item has a purpose and a place. The space breathes, and so do we. It's no longer just a place to live, it's a place to thrive. And voila, you've created a functional, minimalist space out of your tiny home or apartment. It's not just about having less, it's about making room for more. More peace, more creativity, more life. So are you ready to embark on this journey of small space minimalism? Now, imagine living in your newly organized minimalist space. How does it feel? Let's dive into the impact of small space minimalism on our lifestyle and well-being. It's not just about shedding excess possessions or living in a space that could fit into a matchbox. It's about the transformation that occurs when we consciously choose to only keep things that add value to our lives. When you invite minimalism into your small space, you're welcoming profound changes. First, there's a wave of relief. The clutter that used to consume your space and mind is gone, replaced by a sense of calm and tranquility. You're no longer burdened by the weight of unnecessary items. The environment you live in becomes a reflection of your inner peace. And then, there's the gift of time. Once you've decluttered, you're no longer spending precious minutes, hours, even days, cleaning, organizing, and maintaining stuff. You're free to invest your time in activities that feed your soul. Perhaps you've always wanted to take up painting, or learn a new language, or simply read more books. Now you have the time. But it doesn't stop there. Small space minimalism also leads to increased happiness. It's amazing how much our surroundings can impact our mood and overall well-being. A clean, organized small space can do wonders for your mental health. You'll find yourself feeling more positive, more energized, more content. And finally, small space minimalism teaches us to appreciate the little things in life. In a world where we're constantly bombarded by messages to consume more, to own more, to be more, minimalism is a breath of fresh air. It reminds us that happiness doesn't come from possessions, but from experiences, relationships, and simple joys. So you see, minimalism in small spaces is not just about living with less. It's about making room for more happiness, more peace, and more life. It's about redefining what it means to truly live. Now, it's your turn to share. We've covered the challenges, the approach, and the impact of small space minimalism. But this journey is not just about us telling you how to navigate this lifestyle. It's about us learning from each other. There's a world of wisdom out there, in your personal experiences, your creative solutions, your triumphs, and even your struggles. So, we want to hear from you. Maybe you've got a tip for maximizing storage in a tiny kitchen, or perhaps you've discovered a way to transform a small bedroom into a multifunctional space. Or maybe you're just starting out on your minimalist journey and you're facing a challenge that you could use some help with. What's your small space minimalism story? Share with us in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more minimalist lifestyle tips and tricks. We're in this together, and together we can create spaces that are both functional and freeing. Check out my next video that YouTube suggests, and I'll see you on the other side.